honest.
God, what a fantastic city. I was last here 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
And just while I have been here, the city is transformed and beautiful and energizing, and it's just such a great place to be. So congratulations to Thessaloniki.
Oh, thanks a lot. This would be our first question, actually. How do you see if you see any minuses in your stay, in the pluses? What would you say about?
All good.
All good.
All good. I guess.
How long you say?
Okay, so no, it would be good to get the metro finished.
Yes.
Yes. So if there is one drawback, it is just that
transportation.
Ignacia, for example, is particularly around the station. It's all a bit messy, but it's very, very enthralling, and I'm embarrassed that I had neglected the city for so long, because I've been travelling widely in Greece, of course to Athens, but also to the Peloponnese, to the islands, to Corfu and so on. And I think British people need to be reminded that there is a great city that is not Athens, and in many ways has none of the problems that Athens, understandably, as a big capital city, has, and it has a relaxed it's great.
Yeah, the sea.
Yes.
So, will you recommend it in the future in your audiences? Or?
Oh yes, I've been. I have
writings?
massive notes about what I've seen so far. I will be going back to the city today and tomorrow, and just compressing everything into. We have a series called 48 Hours In, which we invented, bizarrely.
Yeah, so independent, you mean?
Yes, we invented it in 1989, when you hadn't even been born.
Oh, you're very kind.
And so we, so we have never covered Thessaloniki, so I will change that. Next month, in May, it will be...
so we will see that's the 28 hours in Salonika.
48 hours.
48, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
No, it's not kind of me. My sole job is to help readers, inspire them to discover new places. So therefore I want them now to discover Thessaloniki.
Also another question regarding the Greek tourism. Due to economic crisis, we have our figures go down. But
oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How this affect the minds of British customer regarding selecting Greece as a tourist destination, and if something changes?
The bad year was 2012.
Yeah.
I was telling everybody it was a great year to go to Greece, because there would be fewer crowds, there would be more better value, and it would be exactly the same relaxed, friendly, beautiful, historic nation that it always was, perhaps with a fewer people, with a fewer other tourists. I hope people heard that message. Obviously not enough of them did. But now I think confidence has now come back, because we all survived, and so therefore it was a very good experience for anybody who went to Greece last year. I took my holiday in Greece last year.
Oh, really?
In Poros and Athens, and I think people are now saying, well, what was all the fuss about? We didn't need to worry, and now I guess attention has slightly moved to Cyprus. People will be a bit worried about that, but less worried because everything was fine in Greece. So it's not easy, and for goodness sake, despite the vitality that I saw in Thessaloniki yesterday, I know that things are very, very difficult for Greek people in general, but I believe that and it's incredibly tough to people, the young people who don't have jobs, but I believe that things will come back to where they should be, which is that stability with lots of visitors, partly from Northwest Europe, from Britain, and Germany, Scandinavia, but also increasingly from Russia, Ukraine, Poland, because of course you're actually nearer So it will be fine. It's just it's tough at the moment.
Also another question about the man who pays his way.
Yes.
It's like yes, I've read it, and it's a notion that you discover maybe. Something that you do?
Oh, it's something I did. I didn't discover it. I just always the Independent, when it started in 1987, did not accept any free facilities. The newspaper has changed, but I haven't. So I just pay for everything, and it's much better because so many things go so badly wrong that you always have plenty of things to write about.
Oh yeah.
So if you were perhaps being looked after by airlines, by hotels and everything all the time, then nothing would go wrong. They would make sure it didn't go wrong. But I spend my time flying on terrible airlines, staying in terrible hotels, and things go wrong all the time.
And this is experience anyway for travel. Yes.
So it's
I understand what you mean as a travel.
Good experiences, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just it's also a point of difference, which is a useful thing to have in this competitive business.
Yeah, of course. Also, another thing, you made a career change, as I've read, from mathematics
yes.
in Warwick
yes.
to travel
yes.
industry.
It's much more fun.
It's from mathematics?
Yes.
I bet. How come, and how are you satisfied with your selection?
First thing, travel, as you will know, is just the best thing you can do. You step off the aircraft in Thessaloniki and you're smiling, you're in the sun, you're on the beginning of a new adventure, meeting lots of interesting people, having great experiences, being surprised by everything, and just going up to the Castro last night. How amazing! You know, you walk, it's hot, everything, and you get there and suddenly you have this dazzling view, which you've never seen before, which you want to share with people, and it's really, really a very great privilege to be able to do that. So I'd rather be doing that than mathematics, and unfortunately for people who want to work in travel journalism, once you get here, you don't want to stop ever. So they will have to carry me out, throw me out to get me to stop, which one day they will do.
How you combine your personal life with so much traveling?
Oh, comfortably.
Comfortably?
Yes.
You have a very understanding wife and children, I suppose?
No. We go travelling as much as we can. So at every possible opportunity, we will go travelling, preferably to Greece. So it's fine. In fact, actually, the reality is that, like you, I spend a lot of time at the office. I spend a lot of time at talking to people. So it's not all just one long vacation. But it's fine. And it's just such an interesting industry, isn't it? Much more interesting than the mathematics industry. So there's so many changes, so much involved in it that it's very good.
So it's rewarding.
Yes.
100%.
Yes, except of course not financially rewarding, but
yes,
nobody's in travel, nobody's in journalism. If they want to make money, they're doing it because it's such fun.
Yeah, okay. And you said that you have 3 countries, you have picked 3 countries as your favorites from your experience. Scotland,
yes,
France and Cuba.
Yes.
Could you tell us one reason for each country?
Okay, well, Scotland, when the sun shines, which it does sometimes, is simply the most beautiful country in terms of its nature. It is also a very historical place. France, and this is from a British perspective, if you live in London, France is just there, and you could be there very easily, enjoying all the great things, the cuisine, the culture, the countryside, the coast, everything is very, very accessible. And Cuba is just very funny. It is an anachronism, but it's also a beautiful Caribbean island, and so therefore it's a very, very good place to go to. But that's quite an old list, and I must look at revising it.
Yeah, so
and maybe seeing if Greece
the
comes
newest
up.
3 top. The newest 3 top.
Okay, well, yeah, so I think it's a very good opportunity at the moment to be in Greece. I think it kind of reminds me a bit of when I first came to Greece in 1975. It's still kind of new discoveries, and other people aren't here, and it's very, very good. After that, I guess India is a very important, beautiful place to go to, but unfortunately it is very difficult to get there because of the visa rules.
Criminality doesn't bother you, especially against women?
Well, that's a huge issue for women travelers.
Huge issue.
Yes, that's a very, very important issue for raising it.